this precious interview. I hope this won't be boring for you. In these days you've been in Milan, now you're here, then you'll go to Venice tomorrow for this little Italian tournée. What do you think about clubbing in Italy? It's not the first time you're here.
Yeah, I love it from the beginning. It was really nice. I have a lot of good parties here, and I love Italy more and more and more.
Okay. Italian food too.
Yeah, mostly,
for sure.
For sure, yeah.
Have you ever walked around Turin in your experiences here?
No, I don't see Turin that much, but I see Turin when I come from the airport and then looking around from the car, but I don't move around. So just see from the car, see the place, the big place. I don't know the name.
All your tour stops and your travels around the world, you've been in Sweden and Spain, and then you go to UK in the next weeks, are only one side, in my opinion, of your great success. Now you're one of the most wanted DJ, and but sure you had the time in these months to finish your solo album. Would you tell me something about Dettmann?
It's it's my first album. It's my first album. It was a good experience for me to do it, and I spent maybe most half a year for that. I select some tracks. There are a couple of really old tracks that I work on it and make something new. And I find a good selection that makes sense to me. And the name is just plain Dettmann because it's me.
But it's not only a techno beat album, no?
It's more like, yeah. For me it was really. For me it's almost really important to have a feeling. It doesn't make sense to me to make this kind of crowd-pleasing tracks, you know, because I do what I do, and that's at best as I can.
What does influence you the most in your music then?
Yeah, to me it was, yeah, I grew up with really hard electronic music like industrial or EBM and for sure wave stuff and synthie pop as well, but I'm not that hip hop guy or soul and funk stuff. But I think you can hear that it's really rough and really raw, and it's really kind of, yeah. Some people told me it's really dark and stuff like that, but
it's the best for an artist. And now that you're finished this album, you have some project for the future, or you don't think about it for now?
Yeah, now I work on some remix projects and stuff, and I try to make some stuff on MDR with Norman Notch, and a new guy called Vincent Kunt. It's a good old friend of mine. He has done some. He has done 2 remixes for me of some unreleased tracks. It was tracks created for the album, but I think, okay, I don't use it for the album. And then I sent it to my friends and said, if you like, do a remix. And they make remixes, and I'm really happy about it because I really love these tracks.
I'm curious to listen.
And Vincent Kunt is quite new because he's a really old friend of mine. I know him like 20 years ago or something like that. He lives now in Switzerland, in Zurich.
Before you said me that playing in Berghain is for you playing in Berghain is not, you cannot say to be being afraid of the night and the darkness. But why the best for you is to play from 8 to 2 a.m.?
I think the people are in a really special mood. You know, you have the people have the opening, the people have the prime time, and now you come next. You know, the people are really fucked. You know, they are really like not fucked. This is the wrong word for that, but
no, it's good.
Yeah, the people are really like, you know, like this. And then you come and starts to play, take 1 hour, and then you bring the people in your mood, and then if you grab them and it works, it's really special, I think. And then you play like 6 hours.
You like to pump people again, right?
Yeah, and then you play 6 hours, or maybe more, and then it works.
However, you like long sets.
I like compact sets as well, because when you play on a festival or something like that, you have to play like 1.5 hours. I like that as well. It's really compact. It's like 8 hours in 1.5. You know.
For this city, what do you think people has loved the most of your way of doing music?
It's a good question. So sometimes you are wait, especially 2 years ago or 3 years ago, when you come to a club and you've never been there, you've never been in the country, you've never been in the club, nobody knows you, and then you start to play, and the people have fun, the people freaked out, but they don't know you, and that's really honest. Yeah, I think it depends on which city, which kind of weather you have, which kind of people are in the club, which political things are going on in the country, or whatever, you know. It not depends almost on myself, just on myself, no.
What do you do in your free time when you travel or when you are at home? And if I can ask you, how do you find the time to stay with your family, with your wife in your city? You're always around.
Yeah, it's a really special thing. I travel on the weekend, and the whole week I can spend my time how I like, you know. When I said, okay, I have to do something, and then I go to the studio on Tuesday and on Wednesday, and I can spend time on Monday and all the other 3 days to spend time to go with my wife. Go for.
Where have you felt the biggest emotion, if you can remember it, in your life in console?
The biggest emotion?
Where? When?
It was last year when I get married.
In console?
Yeah. In console, what does it mean?
Before a set, working for a set.
Oh, okay.
When you
I mean, you mean a special moment in my life?
Yeah, no, I understand.
Oh, okay,
no,
okay.
In console, with your music, the best time you remember.
The best time? There's so much. There's so many.
It's a good answer.
Yeah, there's so many. Will be good if you say just one.
Last. Usually, do you spend much time in thinking about your sets, or is all improvisation?
It's all improvisation. I listen to records every week, like 6 hours or something like that. I think it's really boring when you go to a club and you know the first record and the last record.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much.